Peace and welcome to Oddly Familiar Behind the Bleeps and Bloops. Today is all about the Wilhelm scream. So we talked a little bit about the Wilhelm scream before, but in this episode we will look a little bit deeper.
The Wilhelm scream. Jesus Christ, the Wilhelm scream.
The scream was created by Warner Brothers for a scene in which a man is bitten by an alligator, and it was given a placeholder name of
A man getting bit by an alligator and he screams.
During this recording session, a total of 6 screams were recorded, all sounding a little bit similar. Here are just a few. Most people are not exactly sure who did the Wilhelm scream because during the filming of Distant Drums, many people were asked to come in and record post-production audio such as screams. However, Ben Burt, the man who coined it the Wilhelm scream, has researched it and stated the most likely candidate is Sheb Wooley, who is most famous for his song The Purple People Eater. Sadly, Sheb passed away in 2003, so we can't ask him today. But in an interview with his wife, Linda Wooley, she asked people to please stop using her husband's voice and specifically said the Wilhelm scream.
The Wilhelm scream sounds like, ah! Please stop using my husband's scream in all of your movies.
Linda, who married Sheb in 1985, stayed with him until the day he died. She was not only his wife, but also his manager. I am pretty sure she would know her own husband's voice. So I will trust her on this one.
Was a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn flying purple.
The Wilhelm scream was first used in the movie Distant Drums, released in 1951, directed by Raoul Walsh and starring Gary Cooper. The very first use of the sample was used in a scene where 3 Native Americans are shot. Later during the movie, one of Cooper's men, Private Jessup, gets attacked by an alligator. This is not the first use of the sample in the movie, but it gets the most credit because the scream was recorded for this scene. Now the name comes from a movie named The Charge at Feather River. Released in 1953, 2 years after Distant Drums, the scream gained new life when it was used in a scene when a soldier named Wilhelm took an arrow to the knee.
Wilhelm! Yeah, I'll just fill my pipe.
Now that we are all refreshed up on where it came from and how it got its name, let's get more into the video game side of things.
Here we go.
The Wilhelm scream didn't become popular in video games until the mid-90s when it started to appear in multiple games. There are a few games that claim to be the first one to use the Wilhelm scream, but there can be only one. A certain website claims Highlander on the Commodore 64 has the scream, which is highly debatable. The game Highlander is one of the worst I have ever seen. The game was made bad on purpose because if the game made too much money, the developers would end up owing money to the owners of the copyrights. It's sabotage. And this right here is the closest thing to a scream in the game. Now if that's the Wilhelm scream, then I am amazed that anyone picked that up. Another game that makes claim is Star Wars Dark Forces. But I have not found the Wilhelm scream in the game, but I did find this. That was actually the Howie scream, and it's completely different. And from all of my research and playing the game, I am pretty sure Dark Forces does not have the Wilhelm, but only the Howie. Speaking of Star Wars, some claim Shadows of the Empire contain the scream. And yes, when there are sound effects and background music, it does sound like the Wilhelm. But after digging through all of the sound effects in the game, I found the scream, and it sounds like this. As close as that is, it's not the Wilhelm. So the earliest game I can confirm the Wilhelm scream in is Star Wars Rebel Assault 2: The Hidden Empire. But it's not in the PC version of the game. I have confirmed it in the PlayStation version only.
Look out!
It's really no surprise that it appears in a Star Wars game. It has been in every Star Wars movie until The Last Jedi, when they finally decided to stop using it. Hopefully more people decide to stop using it as well. In my opinion, it takes me out of the game and out of the movie. Star Wars Rebel Assault 2 was released on November 30th, 1996, so if anyone can actually confirm usage of it in an earlier video game, leave a comment below and I will check it out. Since this time, the Wilhelm scream has appeared in a ton of games. I won't be going through every single game because there are about 200. And some of them didn't even make the final cut of the game. In one example, we have Team Fortress 2. Here is a snippet of a trailer for the game. This has happened more than once. There are many times the Wilhelm scream was in a trailer, but not in the full retail version of the game. I put together a Wilhelm scream video game montage. There are about 60 games in the compilation, and I have already begun working on the second part, which has about 10 games so far. I won't release it until it has at least 50 or 60 games in it. I have put together a list of games that may contain the Wilhelm scream. My list has 205 entries, with about 95 of them being confirmed with footage. I'll include a link to the montage in the description if you would like to check it out. But from now until then, I am ICC. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Get off of me!